Welcome to episode 3 of Hyperfit with Kwame. Today I'm going to be taking you guys through a leg session that you can do in the gym, and we're going to replicate this so you can do it in the comfort of your own home. Let's go. Now, our first movement is the leg extension. Nice simple exercise to isolate our quadricep muscles. A very easy movement. All we're doing basically is extending our legs. So make sure we're bracing our core, grabbing the handles on here, giving a nice squeeze right at the top and controlling the weight down. Now this is such a good movement. Something like this I could actually do for about 12 to 15 reps. I kind of like to do a bit of a higher rep to get the blood pumping in those quads. A few things about the leg extension. It's such an isolated movement, and it's a great one if you want to target different parts of our quads. What we're going to be doing is targeting the outer part of our quads. The way we're going to do this is we're going to position our feet inwards and bring the weight up. Over here you can see my outer quads activating. Now that the outer part of my quads are working hard, I can feel that burn already. It is time to hit the inside. So what we're gonna do, just the opposite. We're going to bring our feet out. So we did our leg extensions at the gym. Now let's do our home. All you need is a band. Very nice and easy. Attach it to a platform, and we're going to be doing some really nice controlled movements. What I'm going to be doing is also making sure I'm holding on to something to keep me nice and stable, and extending my legs out. At the top of the movement, I'm getting a nice squeeze, pump as much blood into my quadricep muscles. If I want to create variation with this as well, let's say I want to hit the outer part of my quads, all I'm going to do is rotate my feet in, and I can already feel that outer quad being hit. If I want to hit the inner part of my quads, I'm going to rotate my feet out. Moving on to our leg press, a great exercise to target our legs. A little bit of an isolation but compound movement. Compound because it hits our overall legs. Isolation because it takes a little bit of our back and our core out of this movement. I love the leg press, and you can also do quite a bit of variations in pushing out and disengaging the brakes. Make sure we do not lock our knees out. We do not want that. Make sure there's always a bit of a bend in our knees. Hands down. Chest up, come down nice and controlled, making sure we're pushing through our heels. Come down really nice and controlled, and pushing through our heels. I personally like doing quite a high rep on the leg press. Whew. It's getting me good. Awesome, guys, and if you want to hit your glutes and hamstrings quite effectively, here's a variation that you can do. It's called a duck feet stance, where we bring our heels together and push. Keeping our knees still out and keeping everything nice and controlled. Awesome, so we did that on the leg press before at the gym. Now it's time to do our home. With our bands here, this is a very nice and simple movement and easy to get into. What I'm gonna do is grab the band in a supinated position, pull my elbows through, bring them out. We're going to be doing a front squat. Coming down nice and low, pushing our knees out, keeping everything nice and controlled. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. So remember the variation we did on the leg press at the gym? Now this is how we do it with bands. Gonna bring our feet in close, come down nice and controlled, and up. Moving on to a deadlift. We're not going to go too much in depth with the deadlift because I have explained it quite a lot in my previous videos. But the reason why I love deadlift is because it hits basically every part of the muscle. So one of my favorite exercises, but I also hate it because it really kills me. Keep our chest up for this, brace our core, pushing through our heels, squeeze our glutes right at the top of the movement. Making sure we're also controlling the weight down and up. Awesome, so we did deadlifts in the gym before. Now, this is our variation. What we're going to be doing is a good morning, an awesome exercise for our posterior chain. Best way to do this is put the band over your shoulder, keep our chest up, hold the band in front so you know it's secure. We're gonna bring our hips backwards, get a nice stretch in our hamstrings and glutes, thrust our hips forward.
Like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Moving on to some RDLs, a great exercise for our posterior chain. Again, it is quite important to keep our back straight throughout the entire movement. We're gonna keep our chest up, brace our core, grab the bar, shoulder width apart, bring it up. Gonna pull our hips backwards and slowly bring it down. Get a nice stretch in our hamstrings. Pause for a second. Squeeze our glutes right at the top of the movement.
Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like
So you saw the
water, so I'm going
RDLs at the
mainstream.
gym. Alternatively, at home, what we could use is dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, you can fill up your water bottle and use this too. I'm going to show you how to do both. Again, the same rules apply, keeping our chest up, back nice and straight, pushing our hips back and coming down nice and controlled. Making sure we feel a nice stretch in our hamstrings, thrust our hips forward to bring the weights up.
Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Now obviously with a water bottle, it is going to be much lighter than a dumbbell. Now how do we replicate this movement? We're going to be doing a single leg RDL. The way I'm going to do this is lift one foot off the ground, make sure I maintain my balance, come down nice and controlled, give it a pause at the bottom. Thanks for joining me again, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I hope you guys picked up one or two things. Now drop in the comments below what you want to see more of as well, and don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe button, turn on post notifications for more. I'll see you guys soon.